Hi guys, so today we are going to be turning this normal white coffee table from Ikea into something much more elegant and farmhouse style, a little bit more rustic. So keep on watching. Okay, so here are the materials that you're going to need in order to turn this coffee table into this. Okay, so we have a sanding block for the sandpaper so that it's easier to sand with. We have two kinds of sandpaper, 120, a rough grit, so that you can take out the rough edges on the wood and sand down the table so that the glue will stick, and the finishing one, which we got 600 grit to make it even and smooth. Wood glue, paintbrush, which was about $3 at Lowe's. I have two stains, classic gray and English chestnut. I like the color of the English chestnut, but it was a little bit too dark for me, so I wanted to mix in the classic gray to make it a little bit lighter. This is to your liking, so I'll have to test out what kind of combinations I like, for the wood and see how it goes. And a finishing coat. This is a clear satin. I didn't want a clear gloss. I don't really like, the shine that it gives out after, so I went with clear satin. And of course your wood. This is 3/4 of an inch by 3.5 inches, and it's 4 feet long. We thought that we got the 1x4s, but when we got home we saw that it was actually 3/4 of an inch and 3.5 inches long, which is okay. We tested it out on the coffee table and it looks alright. So you need 7 of these. These were about $2.90 at Lowe's each, and you need 7. You could cut them down to about 38 inches so that your coffee table is not too long, but we actually like that longer style, so that's why we're keeping it to the full 4 feet. Alright, another option is to get wood clamps. I didn't want to spend the $15–20 for wood clamps, which I probably could use at another future project, but we have a lot of heavy books that we can put on top to set the glue and let it dry. Also, you might want to use nails after the wood dries to keep the wood in place, so we will be doing that as well, so keep on watching. Okay, so first thing you're going to want to do is remove these staplers that hold the tag in place. You can use pliers. Alright, next step is to insert your sandpaper, lock it in place. Alright, so what I did was I beveled the edges a little bit so that it's not too sharp. Do you like a lemonade?
Yes.
Mint lemonade? After you've sanded it down smooth using the 600 grit, you want to wipe down the wood with a damp cloth to get rid of, that dust, so that your stain can stick, and as well as your glue. Okay, now once you're done sanding your wood, now it's time to sand the coffee table, and you want to do this outside so that the dust does not get all over inside your house. After opening your stain, you want to mix them really well because the pigment is sitting at the bottom. Just open it carefully because it might splatter on you like it did on me. And once you've stained all the pieces, then you just let it dry outside for how many hours?
I guess it falls.
Okay, so the stain has been drying for about 3 hours now. We're deciding to glue the planks down to the table so that the wood can dry as well as the stain at the same time before we can put the clear coat finish on top. Alright, so you want to take your measurements. This is 35.5 inches long and 21.5 inches wide. So you want to take your measurements and divide it with how wide your boards are and how many. Okay. Alright, so we've got this perfectly aligned on each side of the table and of the wood going across the whole table. Now you want to glue it down.
And we're just gonna
we nailed down the first piece because it was sliding around too much since we didn't have a wood clamp. What we did was fill 3 jugs of water. Alright, setting down the final one. So now what you want to do is you want to put as much weight as you can evenly distributed across the whole table so that the wood can settle and adhere to the table, and to prevent crowning. You might also want to nail down the rest to the table. Alright, so we've got our weights evenly distributed across the table, and we just have to wait 24 hours for this to dry, then we can apply the clear coat.
So after 2 hours, we're gonna put on the second coat.
Alright, so it's been 2 hours since the second coat was put on, and I think we're only going to do 2 coats because I really like how it's looking right now. It's not too shiny, which is, perfect for what my tastes are. So if you would like to put a third coat, you may, and then sand it down and buff it out a little bit to give it that little sheen. This is a satin finish, so it's not really going to be super clear gloss. But you could buy the one that is the clear gloss. It took about the whole weekend to finish this table. Just make sure you have enough prep time and that you wait long enough for the glue to set, which we're still trying to set right now. We won't put anything on a table yet until maybe tomorrow. So if you guys like this tutorial, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.